telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit, but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan. Oh, are you cagey? Cagey? You cagey, Jones?
KG Jones. When did we see each other last? Years ago.
Years.
It's been years.
Has been years.
What was the shows that you did over the weekend?
Oh, dude, we'll get into it. Are we recording?
We're recording.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
live. Blow
let's
damn
have-
shofar. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's have this whole podcast be us saying, we'll get into it. One sec. We'll get into it until it just ends.
B80 with Jordan. I am so glad you're here. What's up? Shout out Pit Viper for the glasses. They gave it to us. Well, not me.
They give it to you.
Yeah.
You used them for skiing though.
They came to
You
the
looked
ski
like you
trip.
were ripping up the ski trip.
Dude, let me tell you, I love skiing
It's
and I love
great.
shooting guns. And it's no wonder that the sport where you involve shooting guns and skiing is called the biathlon. Because I'm bi.
Skeet shooting.
Oh, skeet. Anyway, our
there-
guest today.
There's a sport where you ski and
Yes.
shoot. What is it called?
Biathlon.
What do you mean? Where do you shoot? While you're skiing?
You have a gun on your back and you ski and then you shoot.
No
targets.
way. That's the coolest thing I've ever
It's
heard.
fucking-
100% true.
Yes.
It's cross-country skiing and target shooting
I
together
love
at the
it.
same
That's
time.
amazing.
It's like,
Yes.
I want that, but rock climbing, where you like rock climb and then
shoot.
That's like the
You know?
movie
There you go.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the studio, boys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
I
Yes,
am
thank you.
so excited for today.
Hey.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
shoot, do you have it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only other one aside from me in the band. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, meow, chicka, meow, meow.
All
Look at that.
Wow, look at this.
Oh my god.
Yes. Incendiary.
Multiple
brought it to New
amigos.
York.
Wow.
Welcome
Cost
to the
of
team.
living 10-year anniversary. New
Wow, we
album
chose the
coming
exact
out.
same
Seems-
spot. That's
Right?
crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have a partner?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna hook you guys up.
What the fuck?
What?
What are you just
like
auctioning me
matching.
off?
You're supposed to.
yeah.
I'm well,
That's
well,
a sign.
I am celibate for the next year. That's what we're doing.
Tell me more.
I like how we're not even here 5 minutes and your pants are already off. It's wonderful.
They're
That's the way
always
to do it.
off.
Yeah, Incendiary. We are.
Oh, we just saw that movie.
What movie?
That's when we saw each other.
Scream.
Yeah, that was a horrible movie.
I saw it last night.
yeah.
What'd you think?
It was a movie.
It was exactly what it should have
It
been.
was a fun romp at the cinema.
Yeah, I don't know if it was too silly about itself or, like it just felt over the top
Yeah.
silly about
Yeah,
itself.
yeah,
It did.
yeah.
It was very. I did feel like I was in the 2000s. It really did
Mhm.
pull me back.
Yeah.
You know?
The newest Matrix movie was just a mockery of itself,
Yes, totally. Yeah.
which I couldn't finish it.
it was
unfortunately.
so bad.
No.
No, the
Just
Matrix
because how bad it was.
Resurrections. The
Yeah,
Matrix
that was the most
Resurrections.
recent
It was like a mockery of
Easy.
itself. That's what I feel like
Easy.
about
I haven't
Scream.
gotten around to it yet.
I could watch it because there are so many Easter eggs for like people who are obsessed. I'm obsessed with the Matrix,
Hmm.
so that's the only way I could stand it.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't seen the Matrix 900 times, I would have turned it off. It looked like the HD, like it looked like a bad soap opera.
Oh.
You know when you watch a movie high and you're like,
Hmm.
this is so embarrassing. That's how it felt, but not high.
Woof.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's bad.
I get it.
I was high when I watched
get
it,
it.
and I think I was overthinking it. And I was
Totally.
like, I can't handle it.
You can't deal with how bad it is. I
Yeah.
know it just jumps right in. It's really, but the whole
That's why Ghostbusters is better than The Matrix. Anyway, guys, we are
Keanu
Whoa.
Reeves is a peaceful motorcycle
he's
driving.
the best.
Yes, and Bill Murray got me too'd for
Being too cool,
being too cool.
being a cool guy.
Yeah.
Bill Murray
People were like,
rocks, man.
right? He's the best.
He's up there. He definitely
Yeah.
rocks. He just like goes to places and hangs out. But I mean, Keanu Reeves does that too. I think they both have their equal points.
Bill
Yeah.
Murray and Keanu, the coolest dudes around.
I'd like to see them in a movie together.
I think Keanu
What
is.
do we got to do?
Keanu's
It could
more
happen.
of a good
Zen.
soul.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Bill Murray is a drunk, but so fun.
Yeah.
Ethan, my roommate, was in a movie with him and said he was like the most fun man, happy-go-lucky, bouncing off the walls, telling stories until he kissed a woman who didn't want it, and then he got canceled.
Boo hoo, bitch. Okay? You got kissed by Peter Venkman.
I know. I guess I did hear. Like, I thought that I was like, the kiss wasn't that bad. I think, but then somebody told me what actually happened, and I was like, oof, yeah. Like, I guess she was like, no, and he was like, yes, and she was like, no, and he was like, yes.
Sometimes you're all boozed up.
Yeah,
You're
totally.
just trying to
Yeah, it
have
is. It's
fun.
Peter
Yeah.
Venkman.
You know?
To
Yeah.
me,
Do you
Bill
think he-
Murray is Peter Venkman.
Yeah.
And then he just happens to be in other movies.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's like, you know.
Exactly.
That's like
Do you
him
think
to
That's
me.
his
the
nightmare.
story
what you just
is
said, that
that-
is his nightmare. Yeah.
The story is that Bill Murray goes up to people and he like puts his hands behind their eyes and goes, "No one will ever believe you." Do you think he
Behind their eyes. That's the
or, like,
scariest
goes
thing
up
I've
behind-
ever heard in my life.
Bill Murray digs into people's skulls. No one's gonna believe you.
He does this weird, cute little thing, this little game he plays called gouging. He walks up and he just gouges.
Some people love him.
Super cute.
No, he does the thing where he puts his hands behind your eyes
No,
and goes,
I don't
"No
like
one will
this.
ever believe you."
What about this?
Do you think he went up and kissed her against her will? She said, "I'm gonna tell." And he goes, "No one will ever believe you." And then he walked away.
Does he do that? What about
He
this?
does it all
What
throughout
about this?
Brooklyn.
Where am I holding the cigarette case? In front of my chest, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now where is it?
Behind your back.
Why isn't it in front of my back? You know what I mean?
Because it's
Oh, no,
behind
'cause your
you.
back is in front of it.
Matrix Resurrections.
What? Oh.
If your face was your back, then yes.
Right. Why is it behind my back and in front of my chest? It should be
I
in
guess
front
the
of my
front
back.
of your back.
Yeah.
It's the
Depends where.
How do I hold
where
something
in
in front of my
your
back?
back is inside of you. No.
Ooh, there you go. There you go.
Dan the
Matrix
man.
Revolutions Part 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Behind
Ooh.
my back
Yes.
because everything is forward facing.
Correct.
I just want to, speaking of back, I want to go back to my "they'll never believe you" joke. That was
Can I wear
funny.
these?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Wasn't it? No.
I didn't.
Fair enough.
I lost. It was really wordy, I think. So I was lost by the
We'll
first.
fix it in post. Aren't those cool?
So you guys just released a fucking single that rips.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you very
unbelievable.
much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, finally, after a couple years now, we have this new record coming out.
And when's it coming
Couldn't
out?
be happier the way it turned out. Comes out May 26th.
What did one of my buddies described it as? He was like, "It's like Knocked Loose, but what you actually want," or something like that. The new song. It's so sick. It's such
No,
a good
that's-
song.
That's great.
And I always get, anytime I post about you guys or like I get DMs being like, "When is the album coming out? When is it
Yep.
coming out?" So people are gonna eat this up.
Well, now they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got texted the minute you guys dropped that song.
I've
Said it
been wearing
rips.
the sweatshirt. When,
Oh yeah,
when
everybody.
you're- and it's like it's nuts. I get notifications all the time, like people tagging me. and
Oh,
stuff. It's
really?
just like, oh, look who's wearing your sweater.
Oh,
It's
I
just
love
like,
that.
That's so nuts. You know,
I
awesome.
get a lot of
yeah.
people being like, wash your clothes, Jordan. And I'm like, it is the best hoodie of all time. Somebody just yelled Incendiary at a show to me a couple days
Wow.
ago.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love when I see you. You're like wearing it in front of like a tell and stuff.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
yeah.
that alone is just unbelievable. Like, oh my
Attell
god,
rules.
this guy's
Yeah.
like looking. Probably
He's
doesn't
the
even know
best.
what the hell it is.
I got to get
or
him
whatever it
in
is.
an incendiary hoodie.
yeah. He would wear that.
I would
Sure.
love to have him listen to it and just like tear it apart.
Yeah.
Like give his honest opinion.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
he,
got to be so.
What
no,
fun.
he
does
hates
listen
you
to?
guys.
I can
Oh my
imagine.
I
God.
yeah.
play
So
it in the car.
Do you actually?
He
Holy
doesn't like
shit.
it. No,
That's-
he
that's
tells me to
amazing.
turn you off. Like legit hates you.
No, the fact that he even knows what it is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's
in
how-
the- in
that's
the
how I know
car,
I've made it.
I always try to get him onto stuff, you
Yeah.
know, and I'll put on it, and he'll be like, "Turn this off."
What does he listen to? What does he like?
with the yelling? I mean, honestly.
wanted
bet
to
he
hear what
listens to
thought about
Clearance.
Well,
the
Here's the
single.
thing.
Shit.
Here's the thing. We will jam out to White Zombie and
Nice.
Metallica,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
but he doesn't like stuff that's too hard.
Mm.
Like, you know,
Not that
like-
abrasive.
yeah, or ska. He doesn't like ska.
Yes.
Not a big ska guy.
I'm not a big ska
I
guy.
can't even tell.
That doesn't surprise me.
But yeah, it's very funny because I do put you guys on in the car and
Wow, that's
stuff,
crazy,
and
man.
he'll
love it.
tolerate it for
I
a
love
minute,
it.
but whoa
But
boy.
not too much.
But I haven't played him the new single
Oh well,
new
I mean,
single.
or the new
Return,
album, which
which is-
drops when?
drops
May 26th.
May 26th
Ooh, 2 days
on
before
Closed
my
Casket
birthday.
Records.
Really?
You know, wow.
Okay,
Hey.
nice.
Well, happy birthday.
And
We
3 days
planned
before I
that all
record a
along.
special.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey, it's a big
Congrats,
time.
that's sick.
Thank you.
Nice.
Well, now
Congrats
you
to
got,
you
some, you got
guys.
some
That's
entrance
too.
music now.
Wait,
Huh?
Is that
You got some entrance music now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it might need that because
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you know. Oh
Whoa,
yeah, I
roll
know
it
what
over
you're about
here.
to say.
Oh, fancy cigarette holder. Nice.
Speaking of entrance
Wow,
music,
dude.
We thought that we'd bring you on the
we
podcast.
thought that you'd bring it on a podcast.
to ask a question.
That's a good question.
Would you guys record our new theme song?
You guys record our new theme song.
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yes.
I don't see why not.
Absolutely. David Tell's not going to watch the show, though.
He already
Oh,
will
we're not
never
doing
watch
his
So
this.
theme
I don't know.
song.
I'm going to think about it for a sec, but
Yeah.
that'd be that's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now the theme song is the Lumineers or Wesley Schultz
Right.
from the Lumineers. I wrote the lyrics. He wrote the song. La la la. And we were thinking every 50 episodes or so we shoot a new intro, new song, and we did that before the podcast even started. It was just like an idea, and then like once the Lumineers do your theme song, you can't like change a name or anything.
Yeah.
And then so we've been wanting to make it better, and you guys are our favorite band, and that'd be
Oh, dude.
fucking
Yeah.
amazing if like there was like a 30-second just like song. or
Yeah,
whatever,
half
and-
as long as what we have now.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe we could write
That's
the
even
lyrics.
easier. The shorter, the better.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
just do like
Totally.
a 30-second like ass beater or something like
Yeah.
that.
It would be
yeah,
cool to do an
about-
ass beater and then just have it be and Ian with Jordan, and that's it. You know what I mean? Not an entire.
You don't want lyrics like
No,
like
I don't think I want lyrics.
Who
No,
That's
Crazy?
no
crazy.
words, just
You
emotions.
guys are singing?
oh
No, you guys would sing.
You
would-
yell,
oh.
just sing.
I can't sing.
I can sing hardcore vocals.
Yeah, you just got to yell.
How about it's a ska song? Incendiary goes ska.
Would you do that?
I
Oh my
love.
God.
I love ska. By the way, for the record, I don't know why people
Really?
shit on
People
it all
love
the time.
ska.
I've always loved it.
We talk about this a
We
lot.
listen to it all, real big
So
fish.
we think
we
that
listen
like
to all the time.
ska is like sort of like this weird generational like benchmark kind of thing where you could kind of like tell
Totally.
like where someone grew up and the time that they did dependent on that.
he loves ska. I never listened to ska.
Oh, I love Hello Rockview, like Less Than Jake's. Such like for me,
Oh.
that's like junior and senior year of high school. That's
Yep.
all we did was listen to fucking like Hello Rockview and go to house parties.
Yeah.
It was like wild. And like a lot of it gets hate, but I mean it's supposed to be corny, but it's party music, you know? Like it's
Yeah,
fun.
totally.
Yeah, it's to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you hate having fun?
Gives band nerds an excuse to be cool. and
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause
Ska
I was to the
musicians
ska
are
shows
incredible
in high school,
musicians.
It gives something
Yeah.
for the marching band kids to do. That's
Yep.
because you can't. You know, like there's what? Oh, Yellow Card has the fiddle player, and then other stuff. But you can't have 10 bands with fiddle players
No,
in it. But
you
you can
can't.
have a million ska bands with a brass
Yeah.
section.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
The brass section is very
Dude,
cool. A
and-
movie about that would be cool.
A ska movie
A ska movie would be
starring
cool.
Ian Finance.
Starring where you're the
Yeah.
teacher of the
Oh,
high
it's
school.
called Pick It Up, Pick It Up.
Yeah,
or
and they
something
keep
like
getting
that.
bullied. So
Yeah.
you're like, you guys really want
Or
to.
we'll name it after the Voodoo Glow Skull,
Take two.
Voodoo Glow Skulls, and call it Band Geek Mafia.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Hey, wow. You could probably get some funding, some crossover kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow,
I think we're onto something here.
I think we are.
Nice.
We could
And-
do the intro music, me pretending to play the hardcore song, and then you coming in with like a ska trumpet, and me being like, no, you know what I mean? And then like me
getting the
kicking you
ska
out of the
moshed
room,
out
and
or
the
something.
breakdown
yeah.
is, this isn't a fucking ska song.
Because
This
that's
isn't
the
a
whole
fucking
podcast is
ska-
him being like positive and me just
This
being
isn't a
Eeyore.
fucking ska song. This isn't a fucking ska.
And then you just come in.
And then I come in and I'm like, now it's time for ska, having fun. Things are good.
I can tell you haven't slept in a
Jordan.
while.
I didn't sleep last night.
Your bits are
I
going
didn't sleep.
really long.
I yelled at a
They're
French woman
it's cra-
on
I
the
feel like I'm
train.
tripping.
Well, I feel high right now. I yelled
know, I
too
can
much in the
tell.
smoke.
Mm.
I am
a
so
lot.
You
All right.
said, you
Talking about
said the
smoking.
same lyric like 9 times, and we all were just watching you.
But no, that was because it was leading to the big breakdown.
We thought it was going to change, and it never changed. Oh God!
Yo, if you're gonna be a singer, can you bring smoking on stage back? Smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes? Let me just say, can I say
I
for the
think I
record?
should.
Chappelle.
I just want to say I really appreciate your advocacy for keeping cigarettes alive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Fuck all of
truly,
you.
I
Thank
truly love
you.
cigarettes. Not many people do it anymore.
Oh,
Cat
I
is-
don't like how you're
Cat
smoking 'em.
was,
and I really do appreciate it.
a cigarette
I love it.
enthusiast
I
for
love
sure.
it. I smoked for a long time and then I quit, but
I saw Marcello
I love
smoking
secondhand
cigarettes.
smoke. I
how'd
love
you
the smell.
quit?
I quit cold turkey
Alan Carr.
Yeah.
after like
Good for
15 plus
you.
years.
Cold turkey. I
But,
couldn't do it.
Yeah, he would tell us all the time when I turn 30, I'm going to stop smoking.
Wow, really?
And,
Yeah,
then
so I
we would
quit on my
always rip
30th
him about it. It's like,
birthday.
oh, 2 years left, 1 year left. What are you going to do? And he's like, I think I'm just going to stop. And then he just
And you did it.
How long have
Holy
you guys
shit.
been a band?
So yeah,
15 years.
Oh, really?
so.
16.
And how
Yeah,
old are
he's
you
like
guys?
16?
2000. I'm 41.
I'm 38.
You guys look great.
Thanks.
So I
So
quit
you
8
quit
years
8
ago.
years ago. Holy shit.
Yeah. So I think part of it was I had a reason to because of that. Since I was like a child, like I smoked in like 7th, 8th grade. When
Yeah,
I
yeah,
of
me
course.
too.
And people would ask when you're stopping, which is crazy to even say that to a kid.
That's
And I always
hilarious.
would say,
Yeah.
I'll stop
After
when I'm 30.
I
baseball
said that too. I
practice.
said that too.
Yeah. I'll stop when I'm 30. Then my
Yeah,
parents
when I
found
get
out.
my merit badge.
And that, yeah. So I think out of stubbornness or whatever, I was like, I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a fool.
Wow.
Oh,
And
totally.
I did.
Yeah.
Damn. Good
That's
for you.
amazing.
Do you drink
But I
and
miss
smoke
it.
weed and stuff?
I drink. I used to love weed. But
Yeah.
I don't do it as much.
Shit.
I started
sucks.
probably drinking more. Oh, like also quitting cigarettes. I'll just say I didn't really feel any different.
Don't tell me.
Everyone's
that.
like, how much better like do
All
you
right,
feel?
Rob, take
and
it
I'm
easy.
like, probably just like more stressed and not that.
Okay,
different, to
tell
be
me. That's
honest.
what I like to hear. Yes. It doesn't, it's not good for you to quit.
So I'm
Is
just
what I
saying, I'm
heard
just
from
saying.
his mouth.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Well, are
But
you?
you're
But
also
if you could,
keeping it alive,
quit
and I
cold
appreciate it.
turkey, anyone can.
No.
Yeah, no, I know.
But I'm good with, I could like,
I'm on the other
I could
shoulder.
like fire it up and go on like a rampage and then just like stop things, which is
Oh,
good and
really?
bad.
Really?
That's not how I am at all. No, no, no.
Is it
If there
bad?
was Coke in this room right now, it'd be 3 months of me down here.
This would be a cool Coke basement. This would be a real
I've been in a few
cool-
coke basements. I'm from Selden, and
Oh,
yeah, this would be a real
Yeah.
chill
Yeah.
one.
Right? Yeah. Yeah,
Never
dude,
kn-
just put on fucking Corn, Life is
Oh
PG,
my
and
God,
just fucking
dude.
Coke out.
Hang out till
Listen
5
to it until
a.m.
the record stuff left on the record.
watching like BMX fails on
Oh,
YouTube for like 6
yeah,
hours.
dude.
Watch this one. Watch this one.
Oh my God.
This guy
Oh.
gets so hurt.
All right, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad.
Yeah,
You ever
drugs
notice
are bad.
this?
Chilling.
You ever notice
I-
something about? I noticed about cocaine. If you're talking about it, or if the word even comes up, people in the room will subconsciously like move their nose or like sniffle.
Really?
I've
You know
noticed
life
this
thing?
like in real life, and then like even watching interviews and stuff. I don't know if you
What do you
ever
mean?
have,
People always think I do Coke,
but if the word just
because
comes
I
up, like
put
watch like
allergies.
look at other people around. Next time you like start talking,
They'll do
about it,
that?
They'll be like, yeah. And
Really?
they're not even
Interesting.
doing it on purpose. It's like some subconscious thing.
I'm
I
into
caught on to that.
subconscious things. If you're on the train and you look at somebody, they will look at you. It can be 10 train cars down. If you look down the tunnel, down,
Yeah, if
they
you're
will
looking
turn.
at someone going,
Yeah.
No, I'm
They're
telling
gonna
you.
notice and look
I'm
at
telling
Jordan.
you, we're
Your eyes,
trained to see
audience.
people looking at us instinctually.
I also
Okay.
think that we are everyone, including some animals on planet Earth, is constantly playing keep the ball up in the air, and they all know the rules, and they just don't know that they're playing until you throw like a ball or a balloon at them.
Who?
I've tested this out.
Who?
Everybody.
What?
Everybody. If there was a balloon and I threw it towards you, you hit it to stop it from hitting the
that's
ground.
just a human instinct
right.
of
And you know you
protection.
can't hit it twice in a row. You could only hit it once in a row. That someone else has got to hit it.
Oh.
You know?
Oh. You
But
think
we're
we're
all
subconsciously
playing,
playing- yeah.
playing it.
Fuck,
all
I
the
wish I had a
time.
That's
ball
so
right
cool.
now.
I used to
That's-
test it out at parties and stuff. I like
Really?
doing like human control experiments like
Yeah, me
that,
too.
without people knowing. So like I'll just throw a balloon in a party and just watch and keep everyone will keep hitting it. Like
Yeah.
fucking clockwork every
Oh, yeah.
time.
Just people are like,
yeah. If you bring like a beach ball into a bar, you don't even have to go in after it. You just launch it in there. I guarantee you for
Wow.
at least 5 minutes they're playing Keep It Up.
Keep it up is how I felt about becoming sober. That's what I felt when I
Mm.
quit drinking. Is I was like, this is a game of the balloon,
How
and
long
I'm
can I
going
do
to
this?
drop it.
that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
say to my
Yeah.
dick before I'd have sex when I was drinking.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Somebody touch it. Somebody touch it. Pass it to somebody else so it'll stay up. No, not one person, multiple people.
I'm just trying to see how long you can do this for.
I've done many experiments.
That was the experiment he played. If you just throw it into a bar, people will keep it up. Nice.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
so Ian, why are you wearing this suit?
Well, let me tell you. I was just in Washington, D.C., and I got asked to go to the
By who?
Nikki.
She needed a
later.
date.
She needed a date
Nice.
to go to the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor at the Kennedy Center in D.C., and they were honoring Adam Sandler.
Whoa.
So I was not going to go initially because I was like, dude, I don't fucking belong at this. Like, I feel weird. I'm going to feel less than like hanging out with all these fucking people. And I'm going to be like just a fucking weirdo, like it. I don't like
Who
being
are all
made
the
to feel
people?
small. You know,
Mm.
like celebrities, like fucking movie
Yeah,
people.
like what's the dynamic with that?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
was
like
that?
that.
The shrimp
I don't
looked-
like that, and I don't like when like there are like bigger comics that can like look through you, you know, and like Chris Rock is one of them who like if you're at the table, he just acts like you don't exist,
Mm.
and you're like,
He was so
this
nice to me.
fucking- He was so nice to me last night, but this is before I had the suit, and so
Wait, he was there last night in DC?
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
He's like best friends with Sandler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did like 3 movies with him
Yeah.
and stuff, right?
but he
Recently?
yeah.
He what?
I don't know. I guess I didn't think it was that big of a thing that people were going to. Just because of the video of the shrimp, I was like, oh, I think this is a small gathering.
No, it was like massive. It's on
Really?
CNN. We
Wow.
were fifth row, cameras on me the whole time. Nancy Pelosi was there with Paul Pelosi, and when they announced them, they had the camera on me, and I went,
Nice. Nice.
me and Rob
Why
Schneider.
were
bonded
they
over
there?
that.
Cutting it up with
What?
Bobby Schneider.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's a huge event in DC. It's like
Wow.
a massively prestigious award. I think Chappelle won it last year or year before. But yeah, it was like huge, dude. Fucking the keynote speakers were like Idina Menzel came out and she sang a song. Like it was so fun. And David Spade, Ben Stiller, fucking Chris Rock, Conan O'Brien. They all made Steve Buscemi. It was fucking great, man. And we're like fifth row, seeing it all. Sandler was like a section over, like in line with me. So I would just like reach over and be like, it was fucking, dude, I grew up on him. He's like,
Yeah,
my
of
hero,
course,
man.
of course.
He's
Billy
the
Madison.
coolest. I am a Sandman purist.
Yeah.
I saw Jack and Jill in theaters. I've seen The Cobbler 2 to 3 times. I'm obsessed, man. He's the reason why I love comedy, dude. I'll never forget. Like goes back to the corn thing. My mom's side of the family hated me, and I always wanted them to love me. And one way that they liked me was I would play Adam Sandler albums for them, and we would sit around and laugh. And then like I was like, oh my God, they're starting to like me. I'll expose more of who I am to them. And I go, well, if you like this, here's
Maybe
another
you like me.
band I like. And I put on Korn, Life is Peachy, and it was like, and I'll never forget my Uncle Bill going, I've had enough. And he turned it off and went upstairs. I was like, oh. And then they would keep being like, you sure you're not gay? And I was like, shut up, Aunt Carol, you fucking bitch. Anyway.
But now you've come so far.
But yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Now you never go over the top with anything. Zero insecurities.
That's cool, man. Like
Sorry.
Happy Gilmore
Just-
and Life
you're
is
wearing
Peachy.
the
That was
suit.
my childhood.
Yes, yes.
That was
my
literally my
mom
childhood.
used to have to go to University of Pennsylvania for surgeries and doctor's appointments, and to make me not worry about her, she would get bootleg VHS
literally-
from men on the
Nice.
street.
Nice,
and the
yeah.
first one she brought me was Happy Gilmore.
We literally walked into the apartment, and for all of us, an hour before we could even record, you were going, this is my cane. This is my little cigarette holder. This is another thing I got. Jordan, look at my t-shirt. Just like we're at your Aunt Carol's.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So do you get to hang out with these other celebrities like while you're there?
No.
What's it
I
like
mean,
when you're there?
Before, okay, so let me take you through it. So I had to get a suit and everything. And
What?
What's the matter? What just happened?
You
Am I all right?
Yeah, you just
No, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. I almost couldn't check into my hotel because I got there at 3 a.m. and the cutoff was at 3 a.m. and I had to
boy.
smooth talk him and go,
Okay. You need oxygen to your brain, all right? You just patted your hair down and then
another
immediately puffed it back up. You're just completely out of control.
I was hanging with the Sandman.
Yeah. Okay. All right, go ahead and walk us through it.
Okay. So,
Oh boy.
I get asked to go, and finally I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go. This will be like a fun thing. I whatever. So I had to go get a suit. So I went to Joseph A. Banks. I'm getting fitted for the suit and la la la. And then I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna fucking do it up right. So I went to Georgetown Tobacco, and I got a cigarette holder for my cigarettes so that you can put it here so you can't tell. You know?
Yep.
'Cause if you
Getting into
pack-
weird details.
Pack a cigarette.
Let's expedite.
Okay,
That's not the
okay,
question
okay.
at all. What's
What'd
going
you
on?
What was the question? What was the question? Your Honor.
Who you were rubbing elbows with
Yeah,
all
who you
night?
hanging out with? Who you hanging out
okay.
with?
All right,
You
sit
can't
back,
have
sit
any
back.
more.
Are you smoking cigarettes with any celebrities?
Oh,
Any other celebrities
bro.
smoking?
Actually, no.
Oh, man. Only you.
So I get to the hotel and Nikki's at the Four Seasons. She's this bitch. She sends me a text that goes, come before 6 and get ready with me. Okay. So I show up with my new cane, which I got at Georgetown Tobacco. It's called a Pippi cane because it was made. This is the guy who made it. He has a cat named Pippi. So he made a Pippi cane. There's only 2 of these. And now I have one and I'm going to paint it like Samson. It'll be my Samson cane.
That's awesome.
I needed that.
Want to talk to Sam?
So I get to Nikki's room and she is like aghast at the fact that I am not ready and I'm a mess. So I'm fucking getting ready. I'm throwing clothes. I'm putting suits on. I'm in the shower. So I shower. First of all, I emptied my cigarettes on her bed to put them in my little case. She didn't like that.
Tobacco walls.
Dude, she had makeup artists, hairstylists, and I'm coming in like, where can I put my Pippi cane? so then I shower, right? And I'm like, I gotta trim my mustache. So I have mustache scissors. So I'm in the mirror and I cut my lip and I'm just gushing blood. And I could not stop laughing, imagining on CNN them being like, and Adam Sandler, and the camera pans to Nikki, who's just gorgeous, like, and then I smile, and my mouth is full of blood.
And you have a cat cane.
Dude, you look like a super villain. You look like a villain.
Everywhere.
badass.
Oh, God.
It was like
It
Jim
was
Carrey in Liar Liar when he's getting out of the bathroom.
How did you fix it?
I just wiped it off.
We don't
and
need to
then
talk about it.
I carried Neosporin in my pocket and my Pepto. 'Cause I had gas.
So this was yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
so it's in DC. So then she goes, "Hey, let's go down. Spade wants us to say hi," and I'm like, "Oh, wants us? I don't think so. He wants you." So we go down, and Chris Rock and David Spade are sitting there, and it's hi, hello. And Rock and I have seen each other a million times, but he still is like, and I'm like, "I will prove myself to you one day, Christopher."
Like, this guy's gonna bleed. This guy's gonna bleed all over me. I don't need him. I don't need him around right now.
Yeah. They act like
all
I'm the
over my
weirdo,
hands
and I
and
got a mouthful of blood. Anyway. So I'm outside like chain smoking. I come back and Nikki's like, "Well, I canceled the Uber. Let's hang out for a minute." I'm like, "Jesus
I canceled
Christ.
what?
The Uber."
Oh.
So I'm like fucking starving, dude. And Spade has like a fucking chicken and a burger and a salad, and there's fries and there's truffle bread and a fucking thing of prawns, and Rock's got soup and a burger. And
Wait,
all this-
pause. The first time I hung out with Chris Rock, I was eating somebody else's French fries at the cellar. They weren't mine. Chris sat down. No. You don't need more of that. You don't need more of that. No, bad boy. Chris sat down and I go, "Oh, these aren't my fries." And he goes, "They're not my fries." And then we both just ate this entire basket of fries that were not
yeah.
mine. I like it.
Train yarding.
Well,
train yarding in
yard.
front.
Yeah, that was my
That's
move
Dan's
for a while.
move.
Train
What is
yard.
it?
Train yarding. Because like for a while I didn't work enough to make enough money to exist. And so when we would go, if we were like on the road or whatever, I would order like the $2 like single scrambled egg because it came with toast and hash browns. So it was like almost a full meal for $3.
Holy hell.
And everyone else was ordering like chicken parm and all this other shit. And most of them wouldn't finish their meal
Yeah,
by the end.
yeah.
So I'd be like, "You gonna finish that?" And so they would ship it down. I was like, "Old Train Yard Lomeli around the
Dude, I'm train yard.
yeah, Train Yard is great.
Toot, I'm the conductor, because guess what I did? I ate all their food against their wishes.
Did you really? Wait, okay, keep going. All right, so she said we're
So you
gonna
were more of
stay.
like a hamburglar than a train yard.
Initially, gobble. Initially, what? Oh.
Mine?
Initially, Nikki goes, "Can you have a chip?" And they go, "Yeah, have
A
some
chip?
fries." There were chips on the table, and
Chip?
yeah, like I'm gonna have one chip, and so I started eating it, and then I'm kind of like I've eaten my allotted amount of French fries, and then I'm just looking at the thing of prawns on a mountain of ice, and David Spade's like, "You want some shrimp? I see you eyeing them." And I go, "Well, have some." He goes, "Yeah, have them. I don't think I'm going to eat them." So I go, "Okay." He goes, "Have some shrimp." So they bring the shrimp over to me. And here's a question. You like experiments and finding things out about
Yeah,
people.
100%.
Someone says, "Have some shrimp." I'm not really going to eat them. And they put them in front of you. And there's 5. How many do you eat?
3.
2.
1.
I ate 5.
Hell yeah. Well,
And I ate them all. I ate them all. I ate them all. And let me tell you, God smited me because of the lemon and marinara got into the cut on my lip.
Oh,
physical pain.
and the fishy.
Prawn.
No.
But I think Rock respected it because after that, he talked to me.
You ate all 5?
I ate all 5.
all 5.
They had so much fucking food there. And so what if the guy who owned Netflix named Ted was there? That's all he knows me from is the man who
prawn.
couldn't stop eating shrimp.
Wait, there were 5 shrimp
Yes.
left.
Yes.
And you
It
ate
was-
all 5 because you would eat one and then wait, and then you would eat one and then wait, or did you collect them all at once?
They put the plate in front of me.
Oh, gone.
and I
Gone,
just
gone.
started eating it, and no one was touching it. The fucking shrimp was on the
Why
table.
isn't there a buffet?
No, this was at the hotel. This
Oh,
was
a
pre.
hang?
We hadn't
Oh,
even
pre.
gone. It was a hang
Oh,
that I wasn't
oopsie-poopsie.
invited to.
Oh, okay.
And you know,
Yeah.
but
We need
you
someone
put,
to eat the rest of our
if
scraps.
somebody
Yeah.
goes, I see you want them. I'm not going to eat them here, and puts them in front of you. It's rude in some cultures not to eat them all.
Yeah.
Like, you could eat 3 and then a check-in pause, like, hey, you're sure you don't want any? And normally when they see there's only 2 left, they're not going to go for 2 because you already had 3.
I'll
So then,
concede. You're right.
you know, that little check-in.
I did the
like,
most
think
embarrassing thing
goes
the
a
other
while.
night. What's the guy? Kurt Metzger was at the cellar, and he was there with a friend. And the friend eats half of his plate of food, and then he's like, "I'm done with this." And the server came over, went to take it. I pushed it back down on the table, and I was like, "Sir, I don't know you. I don't know if you're a comic. I've never met you in my life, but I'm gonna eat your whole plate." And he was like, "Absolutely," and pushed it towards me. And I could see Metzger want to be like, "This is out of control." But he was too deep in a Ukraine conspiracy theory. So I was like, look, we both have our downfalls. We both have our issues here. So you go on about the fucking Jews, and I'm going to eat all of this.
Look, I will say it. Like, I think it was fine for me to eat them, but where I did slip up is I put the shells on my fingers and went, "Oh, what's your back rub?"
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. Could you imagine? Mr. Netflix, would you like a back rub? So anyway, we
Who's
leave.
Mr. Netflix?
The guy who owns Netflix, Ted. I don't know
His
his
name's
last
Ted?
name,
Mr.
but he was at the
Netflix.
table. Yeah, the
Ted,
guy's name's
Ted Netflix, the owner
Ted
of Netflix.
Ted Netflix. He's there.
He invented
And told me,
Netflix.
"How's a bunch of shrimp?"
5 shrimp is not that much.
I just keep
No.
thinking of, you keep saying David Spade and shrimp. I just keep thinking about the Shrimp and Tommy Boy, where they're at the diner.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Chris
right.
Farley orders like the shitty shrimp. And they
I just
bring it
watched
out.
Black Sheep
That's
the
all I'm
other
thinking of
night.
you eating
Best
right now.
movie.
When he rolls
That's
down
so
the
good.
hill,
Yeah.
that is
So
comedy
good.
that doesn't. He rolls down the hill, and then he just keeps rolling for like, it must be 7 minutes of
Yeah.
the movie, and then just gets up, and that's the end of the bit. I was losing my mind
Best
laughing at
movie.
it.
What the
It's
hell
like a-
was that all about?
Yeah.
His
I must
jacket's
have
like
fell
stuck
in
up.
some mud.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you're the first person to find white mud. Let me look depressed.
The bits don't make any sense. It's so weird that somebody was like, have him call it mud. And have Spade be like, that's not mud. And somebody's like, that's hilarious. Put that in there. It works. It's so good.
Dude, it was like surreal, you know.
It's like a cartoon.
And so
Watching it.
we go to the event, right? And it's there's like a red carpet, and Nikki was like, I gotta go on the red carpet, and I was like, am I allowed? She's like, I don't think you can try, but I don't think. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll go hang out in a cage. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm not gonna sit there and
Go
like
sit in
hold
the
your
car.
coat.
I'll call you when I'm
Fuck
done.
that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go chain smoke outside. So they let me on the red carpet, and we went up, and dude, it's all these flash, and they're fucking like over here, and they're like asking like, who are you wearing? Who are you wearing? And then for me, because I had the cat cane, they go, where'd you get the cane? Like that was their
Nice.
question. I was like, Georgetown Tobacco. It's a Pippi cane. And Getty Images, you know Getty Images? So they always zoom in on like someone's purse. For me, they zoomed in on the fucking cat.
And my
That
stepbrother's ring is in
rules.
it.
Yeah.
I gotta
so
send that
there's
to
a
him.
picture of me with my rings and the cat thing like zoomed in or
That
whatever.
rules.
And
Hell
I
yeah.
played it like a guitar.
New default.
And yeah, it was so cool. It was great. So I'm like feeling like $1 million, you know, like fucking red carpet finance, you know. So then we go outside. I'm ripping butts, and there's paparazzi and like all these fucking people and like a pen, like wanting autographs and pictures. So we just go out, and I hear someone be like, "Oh my God, Ian, blah blah," and I'm like, "I'll be with you in a minute."
Fidante.
I'm Fidante. But then they see Nikki, and they all forget about me. And so then
that big?
So then, yeah,
Really?
people like her.
You're
yeah.
like Dice, who like walks around right
Oh,
now.
dude, the
Dice.
new
Like,
Dice
oh, you
bit
wanna
is
take a- you
the
wanna take a
fucking
picture
best.
with me,
Good.
The
don't you?
fucking best.
He's like, no,
Yeah.
you guys, I
People
really
out.
today's
Yeah.
not okay. All right, I'll do it. And they're like, what the fuck?
They're like,
Yeah.
what are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about?
And it pans to a statue. He's like, okay. It's just a woman standing. It's so good.
It's the
A
best.
heroin addict folded over.
He's
So-
always got like some ridiculous outfit on,
He's
like
the
some
best.
bright purple like hood.
It's like a food delivery driver.
Dude.
He's like,
Yeah.
Ross,
Yeah, it
This
was so
club I
creepy.
went to the other day, not a club, but like some shitty venue, they played me a voicemail of Dice being like, hey, you guys
It
said
is
you
a
were
club.
sending.
It's not a shitty venue. They're good guys.
Sorry. But they would like that it's shitty. It's like
No.
it's like an Irish fucking
Nobody
dude.
wants to.
Sorry,
their
not
venue
shitty.
Be called
Not shitty. It's not a club.
Are you
It is a
stupid?
great place.
Those guys
You're
are
right.
great.
You're right.
They
It's a
take
great
care of
place.
comics.
I love
it's
that place.
cozy.
Oh, you're right. It's shitty, and I like shitty. Shitty is in
I like
people are
shitty.
drunk.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You
Well,
like
the
a good
green,
ICR
I like
the
that.
green
That's what
room
you
is
like.
literally like in a crawl space. I love it.
Shitty bars.
But he plays
The
me the voicemail of Dice being like, hey, you know, I said I wanted a limo. You guys sent an Escalade. Oh, the best. I wish. And then just left and didn't do any of the shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
He didn't do
rules.
any of the fucking gigs.
Just because he didn't get the
crazy.
correct car.
In
Great, yeah.
like bumfuck
That's
nowhere.
awesome.
Yeah. In 2023.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, was it when?
Yeah.
Oh,
was
all right.
this-
I didn't. I thought this was like
ago.
at his prime.
No. No.
Wow.
It was like,
That's
yeah,
even
not
more
that
bad.
long
He
ago.
didn't get a
That's
Yeah.
limo.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? I am coming to you live from a hotel in Fayetteville, Georgia. Yeah, I'm saying it a quality in. Guess what? Opposite day, because it's not quality. But I am in here. Look, man, it's like 4 a.m. Not really feeling too creative, so here's your fucking ad, okay? Regular nicotine pouches from the gas station are trash. They're weak, they're flavorless, they suck. Try Lucy Breakers. Their pouches have tiny nicotine capsules that burst to reveal delicious flavors like mango, berry, and even espresso. Look, man, I got the Lucy stuff, okay? Have I tried it out yet? No, all right? But I will once I get back from Georgia. Oh, Georgia. And you're going to see me use them on the pod because apparently I got to cut back on these. I got Chesterfields for $5. Yeah, guess what? They're not good. It's making me cough, cough, cough. Anyway, visit Lucy.co, Lucy.co, Lucy.co. Visit it. Use promo code SKA to get 20% off your first order. Shipping, like always, is free. That's Lucy.co, Lucy.co. Promo code SKA to receive 20% off and always free shipping. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Also, call this podcast Lucy Products, because we're only for adults of legal age. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, which means I know it because I'm going to go smoke one right now because I don't got my Lucy on me. Bye-bye. You get your Lucy on you. Promo code SKY. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it. Okay, bye. All right, I'm going to be honest. I'm in a hotel in Fayetteville, Georgia, and the Wi-Fi is not working. So I'm recording this on my phone. I'm sending it to producer Ethan on the phone, which means I can't look at the ad read. So this is going to be off top the dome, dog. Display. That's what I'm talking to you about. Display is a metal plate with stuff on it that you put in your wall. Takes 20 seconds. Got stick stuff. They sent us one for Marlboro. Say Marlboro's a Chesterfield break. Just kidding. It's expensive. Display. Display.com. Oh my God. Okay. Promo code SKA, S-K-A. You get 27% off your first or second order. And then I think you get like 30 to 36% off your third order. You got to check it out and use promo code SKA because you'll figure it out. You guys are smart. That's displate.com, displate.com, with the promo code SKA. So use promo code SKA, Displate, 27 or 30 something% off. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And you're gonna love the next time I have Wi-Fi so I can read off the thing, but it's like, what do you want, man? I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, Georgia. Fayetteville. I'm in the fucking sticks, man. I'm in the shit, okay? The Wi-Fi at the Quality Inn's not working. It ain't so quality at the inn, all right? I'm gonna be honest. People around here's they're quality, I guess. I go to a Walgreens and the woman goes, "Is there a fire outside?" I go, "I don't know." She goes, "Smells smoke, smells like fire." I go, "Well, I hope not." And she goes, "Well, it's either outside or inside. I'd rather have it be outside." And then just walked away. And I was like, all right, well, I hope there's not. I'm even seeing the point of that story. Anyway, displate.com, promo code SKA. You're going to get a big old percentage off. Use it. It's easy to put shit on your walls because, you got to decorate your place up so you can get some. Hey. Okay, bye-bye.
So the red carpet is like the entrance to the building is here. All the people are lined up here and here, like wanting pictures and stuff. And behind us is where the limos and everything pull up with like legit celebrities, right? So nobody's like pulling up or anything. And I hear like, Ian, can we get a picture? And I'm like, sure, fellas, no problem. Where do you want me to sign? I'm just like, I'm the man. And I'm walking up and they're all looking and they go, there he is. And I go, hey guys. And someone more important was behind me, and that's who they were. There he is-ing. And nobody talked to me.
Oh my
by them and
God.
Like, excuse me.
Was his name Ian?
No. They cared about me for a second, and then when they realized more important people were there, I could not have existed less to them.
Wow.
I even said, hey guys, nobody looked.
Wow.
I was like Rick Moranis at the end of Ghostbusters when he's like, does anyone want to interview me?
Yeah.
And they're like, come this way so they can take him into an ambulance.
They put a blanket over you like, this guy shouldn't be here. Let's get him into the ambulance.
It was the biggest fraud moment I've ever had.
Who was it? Do you know who it was?
I couldn't bear to look.
Yeah.
No, it was Steve Buscemi. It was fucking important people.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I like when Jim Carrey was on the red carpet and the woman's like, what are you wearing or something? And he was like, this is the worst place I've ever been in my life and I never should have come here. Is it like that? Is it rough
I thought
like
it
that?
was great.
You did like it?
No. I thought it was great that I was nothing to them. Like, I thought
But
that was
was
the
it like
funniest
that?
shit.
Like you were
Was it
fooling
like was it
somebody.
like teat gobblers though?
Yeah.
Was it cum guzzlers?
Some people, I enjoyed being the guy that didn't belong. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
That's the
I was like
best.
going around. I kept fucking trail mix in my pocket. I was like popping it around. I was having fun with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I was going around going, I told Nikki I was going to go up to people and be like, hi, oh, hey, oh, nice to meet you. 88 million people really voted for Biden. You really think that?
Yeah.
You really think that? By the way, I have a podcast.
Yeah.
Just like I was at one point walking around, I swear to God, putting my finger in my ear going, I have eyes on Obama.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's like going to a wedding you're not invited to. It's so
inside
good.
jokes with myself because everyone there sucks so much. You know what I mean?
Did they
dude.
suck?
You
Like
gotta
Wolf
act as
Blitzer
if,
sat
you know?
behind me. Like, it was insane.
Mm.
Insane.
So you were the goblin. You did feel like the goblin.
I
Were the press cum guzzlers?
tricked them. No. They were like, I sat and talked to the picture guys. And
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Like, but the second someone more important than you is there,
Oh, you
you
just
no
vapor.
longer are human.
Such a weird
Like,
job
that
to
sucked.
choose.
That sucked. That made me feel like shit. But I was like, oh, you want to make me feel like shit? I'm gonna fucking,
Just take
steal-
advantage of the
steal
amenities,
water
man. Who
and
cares?
sneak in and
Yeah.
steal food and eat
Take
all your
the
food.
forks.
At
Anything
the
that's
after
not tailed
party,
down.
You're
At-
screaming. You've been screaming for a full. I don't think
Well,
there's been
edit the
one
voice
moment.
down. I
I mean,
in
it's
post.
crazy.
Fix it.
at the end, I had 8 things of shrimp cocktails. I kept going back. I had 6
Wow.
crab cakes. I mean, I took them
Did you
for
get
all they
iodine
got.
poisoning?
Huh?
It's a lot of seafood.
Oh, I was eating hunks of
Dude,
salmon.
can I say something? I know that's crazy, but can I say something? So one time I went in, there was all this shrimp backstage when I was with Louie on the road.
Mm.
And I start eating the shrimp and Louie goes, don't eat that shrimp. That's bad shrimp. And I'm like, okay, absolutely not. You're right. And then he gets on stage. I run back to the green room and eat the entire plate of shrimp. I'm talking like 30 shrimp.
Whoa, full ring.
I vomited all night. I was dating a dude. I was standing over the toilet naked. He walked in, sees me over the toilet naked, slaps my butt. I projectile vomit shrimp out.
Like a little action figure.
Yeah.
That was like the thing you pressed.
Like it was the one thing I needed. And then I vomited all night. So I have
That's
a hard
bold
time.
move.
The shrimp was
That's a
great.
bold move.
You can't
Eating
overeat
seafood
shrimp.
like that
Dude,
for an
the
event.
shrimp
This was in
awesome.
Pennsylvania too. Not a good
Dude,
place.
I was
to eat
going
shrimp.
around
The freshest.
clinking my shrimp cocktail with people's actual
Oh, with it jubilant.
like
Oh.
drinks, and I was
Oh.
like, I drank the shrimp cocktail juice. People were like, "What the fuck?" I loved it. I had a blast. I would see
You just
people.
gotta show them what it's like.
I knew
man.
people were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And I'd preemptively be like,
Yeah.
and like, like give him a wink and stuff. It was great. I fucking loved it.
Do you
was
eat
awesome.
the tails of the shrimp or not?
No, but I
I ate
squeeze
the
it out.
shrimp. I ate the
Yeah,
tails. You
great.
gotta eat the tails. Nellie's
You
mom
eat the tails?
taught
I
me
eat
how to
the
eat
tail.
the tails.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I eat
fucking
tails.
disgusting.
You gotta eat the tails. I ate the tails and the cartilage off chicken wings.
No, dude.
Yes.
Cartilage
Cartilage.
chicken wings
I
is a
kinda
lot. I know
The
someone
big
else who does
knob?
that though.
Yeah, yeah, you got
Dude,
What
it.
do you get out
dude.
of the shell of a shrimp?
Oh,
That's
it's just- it
wild.
goes all
Tons
the
of,
way back.
tons of extra flavor,
Yeah,
and it's
extra
crunchy
flavor.
and fun.
Yeah,
Really,
I mean,
too?
if it's a
Oh
disgusting.
yeah, I recently stopped.
But I don't
yeah.
like. I don't
Where's
like
this
shrimp
coming from?
cocktail. I don't like that. It has to be.
No, it's cooked.
It's
with
hot.
The,
Yeah. And then it's great because it's crunchy.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's a little extra. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
I don't
cocktail.
like
No,
the
no, no,
shrimp
no.
cocktail. I
no.
don't
You
like
just
shrimp
like
cocktail.
peel and eat.
No,
Not the
no,
peel
no,
and eat.
no.
No.
Oh, I thought
No.
you were
Because
peeling.
then that's just
eating.
eating.
You
You
I don't like cold.
take the peel out of the
Peeling?
equation.
Yeah, you're just like
Just
popping in
Oh,
like
no.
prawn heads. And
I don't
and
like
No,
stuff.
no,
cold
no,
shrimp
that's
at all.
wild.
Cold shrimp is disgusting.
Oh, I was
to
cold
me.
shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp cocktails.
I'm
good,
not a
though.
big-
it was
without the
delicious.
tails.
No, I don't.
Have it
I'm
without
not
the
into
tail.
it. I think because of the vomiting.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
It's tough to go
Yeah.
back
It's
once
tough to go
something's
back.
poisoned you that bad.
Well, then they had a dessert room. A whole room full of desserts.
Tell me about the dessert room.
And you know me and my sugar battle. Last
Oh
night,
yeah, you guys are off sugar,
I
right?
had a green room full of whole candy bars over the weekend. Every drawer, plastic see-through drawer, cowtails stacked.
Damn.
Three Musketeers stacked. I mean, I went in and ate a bite of each one and threw the rest away.
oh,
But I feel bad. I mean, I,
I
feel
lost
very
my
bad
battle
today.
last night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I courageously fought, but
We've been
It's
losing our
rich
battle.
people dessert. You can't
yeah,
not.
yeah.
You
If
know?
people with money have the most amount of free shit, and it is insane. I mean, like the Four
Yeah,
Seasons
that's how it
Hotels
works.
has
That's-
a candy vault.
That's
Reasonable
why I
amount of
felt
money.
like I had to steal from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and take
Yep.
everything.
But that's
I
why it's
could.
bad for poor people to be among rich people because we overdo it and we make ourselves so
Oh, goddamn
sick.
I know,
right.
yeah.
I mean,
Maybe that's
I
why the
don't
rich
feel
people
good.
have it around, so it's something for
Yes,
the poor
every
people to
time-
do. Like, get
That's
out of
why
here.
the Romans had the
Get outta here.
vomitoriums, so they could eat a whole bunch, then puke it all up, and then eat
Yeah.
some more because food tastes awesome.
it's
Yeah.
so
You know?
crazy. I like remodeled this penthouse for this very rich open micer, and it was like they had a candy stacks.
Wait,
Just
who? Do I know them?
Jake Fromm.
Don't-
It's okay. He's quit doing comedy. But I remodeled that thing, and they just had just overflowing.
Okay.
Or just in LA, we went to Chris or Evan Williams' birthday party. You weren't there, but I went, and they LA people overflowing candy, and me and the New Yorkers I was with just fucking sat. None of us drink, housed all of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
sick
up
for
with the
3
candy?
days.
Is it the people who are sober?
It's that the
'Cause I
rich
couldn't
people
picture,
can
like,
have
I
it
would
around
never
to be cute.
Imagine eating candy
I love
just
it.
for fun.
What?
That's like a
Never
vice.
liked
That's
of
it.
mine.
all we
I never-
do.
It's like
Yeah.
a vice, I
I
guess.
pour
right?
candy
You
on
don't
my
eat
hotel
candy?
bed.
Probably like these. Yeah, it's probably like rich people.
Oh, we have a
trying to,
candy
like,
bed in our hotel
stay
and then a
off the booze.
non-candy bed.
Yeah, I put
Yes.
candy on my bed and I eat it like a dog eating out of a bowl. No
There's
hands.
a
Wow.
difference
I
between
can
like
see that,
candy
though,
and
if you're not-
desserts that I think is like.
Well, that's the
fine
thing.
line.
This wasn't
Yeah.
candy. This was dessert.
I don't know
I mean,
the
I
line.
was housing chocolate-covered strawberries, some sort of chocolate pop things,
Mm.
and
What's
I
a
was
pop?
just eating it like
like a cake
like
pop.
a cake
Oh.
pop.
Oh, that'll make you sick.
Yeah,
That'll
and
make you
I was
sick.
just eating it, and there was no trash can around, so I was just taking the stems and putting them in plants, and just
Yeah.
eating
Yeah.
more. And then Nikki's like, "We have to go see Jennifer Aniston in the VIP," and I was like,
Did you see Jennifer
go.
Aniston?
At the event, but
Oh.
not at the VIP.
Oh, okay. Did you go
No.
to the VIP?
Yeah, it's
What
not
was in there?
VIPs.
Better desserts.
And then they made
More
drinks
snacks?
that were on fire and stuff. More snacks.
That shit
yeah.
It's
is
like a
so gay
It
to me.
was
The
so
fire
dumb.
drinks is so
But I
gay.
did say, I'll take a seltzer and set it on fire, please. And they did.
Did they really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
cool. I'll take a fiery seltzer.
And then my back was to Adam Sandler's back, and I so badly wanted to turn around and be like, dude,
Fart in
I
his
just have
butt.
to thank you, like whatever. But I didn't. He was like with his family. I didn't want to be like that guy, you
How
know.
tall is he?
But he's taller than me.
But is he very
Rob
tall?
Schneider's tiny. He and I talked. He was so sweet.
That's awesome. How
Yeah.
tall is the Sandman?
Taller.
I've imagined
your
7
height.
feet.
How tall are you?
He's that short?
How tall? He's like
5'9".
5'11".
Like,
Oh, I thought he was like 6'4".
He's like 5'11".
average height.
He looks
He's like
huge to
5'11".
me.
I think he's 5'11".
Yeah.
How
He's
tall
the
are you?
best.
I'm 6'1", 6'2" on a good day.
You, Rob?
5'10".
Yeah, he's about Rob's size.
Really? I thought he was massive for some
Yeah.
reason. That's interesting.
I think maybe I'm imagining this in my dreams, but I think at one point we did lock eyes and be like,
Really? I've had that happen with a couple people.
I think
Yeah, this is
so.
where the blood on your face would have come in handy.
You'd be
Right.
surprised
Yeah,
because
with that,
if your
Yeah.
face
all
is
the attention
dabbled
from everybody.
around, people will look at you like that. They'll look at you and be like, I kind of, nah. And then you're like, I almost had you for a
Yeah.
second. But there is that
Don't
feeling.
remember.
Yeah. And then I met Alan Cover, which was awesome. He was he's like Sandler's.
We should
best
talk about
friend.
Incendiary, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
So, you guys,
What the fuck?
No,
Keep
I
No,
talking.
no,
like, I
no.
like talking about Adam
You
Sandler.
set
I
me
wanna
up the
hear-
whole time. Tell us about this. Tell us about
no,
that.
I didn't say
I'm
up. I was just
telling.
saying maybe we should pivot now.
Yeah, fucking pivot.
Wait,
then.
but we should
Go
get to the
ahead.
finish line. Why are you still in the suit?
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, you're just talking about
No, I'm not being mean. I was just saying he showed the 45-minute mark. Maybe people listening to this episode want to hear about it, the guests on the episode. Just I'm great.
You fucking told me to tell the story, bitch.
I don't know
Like,
if I
what do you-
did, but we'll
Did
roll
you
the
go
camera
back,
back.
because she said tell about it? Didn't she?
I don't
even?
remember.
I
she
asked
did.
about it too.
Did
I
she?
asked
I
about
think
it.
they asked about
Yes.
it, but
Bobcat pushed.
Anyway, I
I
got
asked
back
about
to the
it.
hotel late. I was going to jerk off. I pulled my pants down, woke up with my pants down in the suit, and I missed my train.
I hate
And
that.
changed-
I hate when you're gonna jerk off and you fall asleep and you wake up boots on,
Yep,
pussy
just
out.
Winnie the
No,
Pooh.
Dude,
it's
that's
awful.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
like this.
awful.
I've
You're-
ne-
it's
What
the
the
next
fuck?
level.
Yeah,
of
you ever
depression.
do
Like
it
a different
in
show
a
on
suit?
TV.
And you're like, did somebody rape me? Or did I do it again? Did
Forensic
I do
Files
the
is
thing
on
I
the
did?
TV,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what have I become?
I hate that.
I wouldn't feel as
hate
bad
that.
if I was in a suit and that happened. I feel like I'm in a suit. Like I was doing important stuff.
Yeah, but then you
Ugh.
remember how good you looked, and then you just as the naked as the day God made you, you know.
Yeah.
So then I just zipped up and then left, and then ran on the Amtrak, and then I got here, and then I did a podcast on the way in the cab on Zoom here, and then Rom showed up while I was you both showed up while I was ending it, and then now we're here. So what's it
Cool.
like being
Hell
in a
yeah.
band?
What's that?
That
What's
better.
that podcast?
It was Nikki's podcast.
So you slept through and then you got on the Amtrak here.
Yes. And I yelled at a fucking French woman because she wouldn't shut up. And I was making eyes at other people on the train, like,
You believe this shit?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I fucking old Uncle Ian did it.
What'd you say?
I said, hey, frog girl, shut the fuck up.
Damn.
No, I didn't.
Hell yeah.
I said, excuse me.
I
sir,
finally
can
told the
you
guy with a
please
Bluetooth
very
speaker
loud
to stop.
on the train.
Yeah.
That's
That's
fucking
annoying.
Wow.
suicide.
Isn't that amazing?
That's
Because there's a
suicide.
homeless guy
know, you
sleeping,
never
and I
know
said,
who's
you're
gonna do it.
bothering him.
Wait,
That
what
you're
kind of
bothering him
guy
in his
was
house. A little Dominican man.
he? Scary.
I said, what do you, I said,
scary.
this is crazy what you're doing here. Because he's blasting music.
That's crazy.
And I point to the homeless man
Wow.
who's looking at me, and I go, he's trying to fucking sleep, dude. You're in his house. And then the Dominican man got off the train with his Bluetooth speaker, and I was a hero.
it was like a decrepit man?
No,
'Cause
the
if it
homeless
like
man
a
was decrepit.
teen,
No, he could have fought me.
Bro,
I was
bro,
pissed. I
insane.
always,
Don't.
yeah. I'm trying to
Insane.
get beat up.
Insane. Don't.
I got a
Good
switchblade
move. Good for
knife
you.
Nice.
at a gig.
Really?
Yep,
Like a gift?
like a gift.
That's
Cool.
great.
Hell yeah. If you have that on you, tell whoever you want to shut the fuck up.
The switchblade knife. I think it can be used on me if I carry it around. The
What?
taser, I think, is
Yeah,
what
you
I
have to be
need.
ready to like use it.
That's right. You got taser too.
The switchblade
Yeah.
knife is so addicting. Flipping it open.
Oh, I had a
I'm-
problem with
Butterfly
with
knives.
a flip,
You ever do
flip
that?
out knife.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
love those.
Oh yeah.
I yelled at a car, "What are you looking at?" while I was flipping around. Not even it was a loose Leatherman, so not a single
A
blade
loose
on there.
Leatherman.
That I was pretending was a butterfly knife, and I yelled at a car, "What are you looking at?" And it stopped short
Oh.
and went in reverse. I'm like, "Oh, I'm so fucked." It was me and my friends walking to the movies. We were like 16.
And you used to have a
And,
rusty Leatherman that's
yeah,
broken.
yeah. And he's like, "What'd you say?" I was just like, "I told them a joke that was funny, and we laughed at it." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought," and he just drove away. I was like,
I've been that person. I've been the person to pull up on. I've had somebody yell shit out at me, like on my motorcycle, and then they stop at a red light, and I pull up, and I'm
yeah.
like, "Excuse me, what did you just say
Yeah.
just now?" And I make them repeat it or something. It's my favorite thing
It's
to
great.
do.
Oh, I've done that on my bicycle with my bike lock.
feels
and I've
so
circled
good.
around them like a shark.
Isn't it the
Like, you want to
that
be a
is-
fucking
that
tough guy?
is a
Yeah.
reason
Be
to
tough.
stay
What
alive.
the fuck you want
Yeah.
to say?
Yeah.
I've
Now
done it
run
to
the window.
ambulances.
One time that a guy came back and he smacked my coffee out of my hand and he was like, "You're an asshole." And I go, "I'm an asshole. fuck you. And he pushed me and I spit in his face.
I had a guy spit on me. That was my big repercussion. Is
Really?
I chased him down and I was like, "What the fuck? Are you fucking retarded?" Because he almost hit me and he spit right on me and I was like, "That was a mistake."
I
spit
spit
on
in
him
this
back?
guy's
I would
face.
spit on
I
him
was
right
ready to
back.
fucking
Whoa.
go.
I spit on
And
an
he was like,
audience at the cellar
"You
last
crazy.
night.
You crazy." What?
I forgot.
On purpose? Why? Wait,
I was
while you were on
In a fit
stage,
of
Wow,
rage.
you went like, fuck you.
No.
Oh, like
Oh.
while you were talking.
No.
What?
I was talking about men making women come and I was doing a whole bit and then
Oh,
at the end of it I went and spit on the ground, but some of it got on the audience. It was
All right.
awesome.
Interactive.
It was
loved
awesome
it.
actually.
Did anyone get
Was it?
upset?
He was in the front.
No. Maybe
That's
I'll get
good.
that
He was in the
tape. I should get
splash
that
zone,
tape.
You know, you
That's
gotta.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
the
they
new
loved it.
Gallagher.
Yeah.
And then I hope
Yeah.
you die soon.
New GG
Hey,
Allen.
you guys are in a band. Tell us about it. Incendiary.
It's
Don't
cool
we
and
both?
fun. You get to do fun things for like a half hour with your friends, and then you just travel for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
You got to unload. You got to pack
yeah,
up. You got to do
we do all
sound
that
check.
stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun because you're hanging out the whole time.
Yeah.
We're lucky. All of us in our band, we're like all good friends first, which kind of just worked out.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. I can imagine like being in a band with people that like
Yeah.
You know,
Does
you're
that
a hired
happen
gun.
often now? Oh, they
hired
have
guns, or just people. I don't know. Some people are just in bands to play.
You're like you broke up and you're just doing it for the money, but you
Exactly,
like hate
exactly.
each other still
Right.
and everything.
so like the whole
'Cause y'all
process
work,
is
and
fun.
so
It's
this
just
is
dicking
fun.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how'd you guys start the band? What happened?
Well, it was a band before me and Bob joined, and
Okay.
then
For like a few months.
For a few, and then
Brendan
like
started it.
like a third, like 2/3 of the band moved out of state, and I was playing in a Christian metalcore band at the time. I'm not
Yes.
religious at all, but I
Yeah.
played in a Christian metalcore
I used to
band.
love Zayo
Oh, word. I played in a
Zao.
Love for
and
Enemies.
Living
if you remember.
Sacrifice.
Yeah,
Who'd you
oh,
play with?
A Love for Enemies?
No shit.
Yeah, I played with them for like a year. It was pretty tight, but then I got fired from that band. And,
Why?
Because I got the door girl in Georgia pregnant and she got an abortion, and I can't be on a Christian record label with an abortion on my record. So they were like, "It's nothing personal. We love you." I'm literally friends with all of them still today, but they were like, "We can't have you in the band because you got one of those." It's like, that's fair. And,
Wow,
and then I was fired, and then they
That's
broke
the
up like 6
best.
months later. So
I fucking love
jokes
that.
on everybody.
That's so
Holy shit. You got the door girl pregnant.
Yeah, it was,
Wow.
that is like a fucking 4-hour story, but it's pretty
Oh,
wild.
dude, that's
Um,
so great.
So I just got fired from that band. My
Hey,
friend
you're our best friend, but we're a Christian metal band. We can't really
Wow.
endorse abortion.
Literally, it was that. Like,
There's
if
some
anyone ever
joke in
found
there
out,
about
we'd
her
all be
being bad
cool.
at security.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like,
told anyone.
she's not keeping everybody out. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
She didn't check a few wristbands, if
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah. There it is. Yeah. Cool. At
and
least
so-
one little guy got by her. You know what I mean?
You're on the guest list, I
But then
guess.
she kicked him out.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 months later, hey, let me see your wristband. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
No hand stamp.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah, so I just gotten fired. My friend Tom, who plays in Straight from the Path, was like, "Hey, Dan Turr, you remember him because you used to work at Hot Topic with John Lewis."
Hell yeah.
And we all were like friends together. He was just like, "Oh, they need a drummer. You should talk to Dan Turr." And I hit him up, and he was just like, "Yeah, come and try out." And then like you were there, and there was another guy who played guitar before, Brian, but he wasn't around too much longer. And then it was just us.
Yeah, all that was
the
like
lineup.
all that was in the first handful of months.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it got
yeah.
worked
And then
out quick.
Yeah.
So 4 of us have been like in the band like pretty much the whole time.
Since 2007.
And it all started to just like play locally once in a while.
Yeah.
A lot of our other friends are in full-time bands.
Play
so-
Strife covers.
Yeah, that's like kind of like
Oh,
literally play cover
dude,
Strife.
yeah.
And
I was
all
listening to
stuff like
Strife
that.
in the hotel room when I was
Yeah.
getting
Hell yeah.
ready.
Hell yeah.
Our other band played with Strife recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
it was
my
fucking
god, that is
sick.
awesome. Holy
So yeah, that's how
fuck.
it all started, just to hang out and honestly do that. And then
Yeah.
And then, write a few
Now we're
songs,
here
write a
hanging
few
out.
more. And then like our friends dig it. And then like our friends started booking shows at places. So like we would do it. And like you said, we all have jobs. So this was just like a fun like side thing. I think Brendan was in graduate school at the time. I was finishing up college.
we were all
You know,
finishing school.
Yeah. So like we had no plans to do like full-time touring. It was just like do as much as we can with the time that we have. And then like people like us, so then you just pound the pavement on weekends, go up to fucking New England, down to Baltimore, everywhere, like in that area. And then it was just like, you guys should go to California. And we were just like, yeah, we should go to California. And this is like, let's just go to Europe for
Yeah,
no
just, like,
reason.
All these opportunities.
Like
start to
we don't
come.
know if anybody likes us. Just
Yeah.
fucking go.
You guys have that special thing. You have the weird guitar thing that comes in out of nowhere. It's so sick.
Hell yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
it's fucking awesome.
it's like you've
Yeah, I
broken
love
up
that.
the monotony that can happen a lot with that with that style of hardcore. You know what I mean? You guys have like figured out how to make it not.
Oh, thanks.
You know what I mean?
that's what I said.
Derivative.
Honestly, it's just an amalgamation of all stuff that we listen to.
Right.
Real,
Or
yeah.
you know, that's where like all the inspiration comes from. And
Like
it
what
just
bands?
becomes like
Who
what
are
it
your
is.
guys?
Oh,
Was that
So
Mark Maron, WTF?
we all listen to all different types of music, but
enough.
we all agree on like the same heavy and hardcore bands.
Yeah.
So I probably Vision of Disorder, VOD,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
108, Strife,
Oh yeah.
Snapcase.
Snapcase.
So like
Yeah.
that's
So like
where,
those are
we
probably
would
all the
pull
bands. Like,
from.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Um,
like originally.
It's also odd
That's where it all
that you have
came
me and
from.
Bob on here because I think we're the two like biggest new metal fans out of everyone in the band. So
Nice.
I mean, we all dig the early Korn
Life is
stuff
Peachy.
and
There you go.
Limp Bizkit up to Significant Other and
Yeah.
stuff like
How'd
that. I
you
mean,
get-
that's what I got.
How'd
Yeah.
you get into like Korn and stuff like that? And then how do you make the leap from Korn to fucking Strife?
I feel like I grew up just listening to music like very early on, like an actual child. My uncle used to listen to like Slayer, Metallica,
Yeah.
Anthrax, all that, and I was always drawn to that. So I just loved music and like heavy music before I even knew what it was. And then I think because of it was like MTV and like the
Yeah,
radio when Korn came
100%.
out. I remember when
Yeah.
Korn came out, everyone's like, "Oh my god, there's this band and the guy sings nursery rhymes, like Shoots and Ladders."
The song is called "All
Twisted.
Day I Dream About
Yeah.
Sex."
Yes,
Yeah.
But it's
I've
a
seen
Adidas.
all that video
Yeah.
on the Tinks
It's crazy.
When they're in the
video, man. I
Adidas
was
body
like,
bags, I
oh,
was like,
that's
"Holy
the
cow!"
coolest.
And when you're in 5th grade,
Yeah.
6th
Yeah.
grade, this
Yeah.
is like the sickest thing ever.
I used
Like,
to
so-
twist my hair to try to get
Yeah.
dreads
Guilty.
like Jonathan Davis.
I had like head. I had those hair twists. They had super long hair.
Oh my
And so I had a
God.
friend come over and do it one
Yeah.
time. Like I was like balls deep in new metal, but
Yeah.
it was MTV, K Rock, and then I worked at Hot Topic, and like that's where I kind of like found hardcore.
I remember finding my bands from
What?
the Spencer's Gifts wristband.
Yeah,
Like there were all these
You know,
wristbands, and I was
that's
like, "What is
what-
System of a
Oh.
Down?" And then I would look it up, and then you know what I mean. I'd
Yeah,
be like, "What is
yeah.
That's so
Rancid?"
cool.
it was
Yeah.
like a pre-internet world, so there
Yeah.
wasn't like
You'd
oh,
find a
just stream
keychain
this.
and be
You
like,
had,
"What
like,
is this?"
Yeah,
if you were
I
gonna
would
buy a
know-
CD, you're like winging a Hail
Well, with,
Mary
like-
that it's good.
with like MTV and all that, that was like kind of easily accessible. But I remember with hardcore, like VOD,
Mhm.
and then Sick of It All was like the other, like
Yeah.
one of the first records I bought in the hardcore world. And I remember you just reading the booklets.
The thank yous.
And then you read the
Yes.
thank
Yes,
yous.
Yeah.
So they,
that's how I would find
they
bands.
shout out different bands. Then
Yeah.
you look up those bands, and it's just this whole outlet to a whole other world that you didn't
Yeah.
even know existed. Which, you know, like that's all I like really did. You
Like
just
some of
literally
the-
sit there, read it all, and then
Yeah.
I'd ride my bike to Tower Records, have like a
Yes.
list.
Yeah.
Make
Go
a
and buy
list.
it all. And then even if I didn't like it originally, I just play it over and over, which I feel like I don't do anymore. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I
And
do
that's how
that
you kinda
now.
get
Play
hooked
it
into that
over
world
and over.
without like knowing. But it was always that lane, hardcore, and then always listen to everything else,
like
at the
mainstream
same
metal
time.
and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
I've
too.
always just loved it all. I
Yeah.
mean, Dan, you know, Dan too.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was cool and like eye opening to see that whole world. And then I don't know if you ever seen. There's a New York hardcore documentary that came out in like the mid
1995 with
Mm.
like
I think in,
25
like-
to Life, Crown of Thorns.
Yeah,
No
District
shit.
9,
I just saw
108.
Crown of Thorns. That is
He-
the hardest man I have ever seen in my
Oh,
entire
Danny
life.
Diaz. He's a
Yeah.
sick.
He's
Holy
you guys
shit!
have to
He's a
watch this.
pisser.
That's what also
Swear to
hooked
God.
me. Where like
Yeah.
it was the first time like I saw it very young and like you know like you see like what the shows look like.
Yeah.
How fucking wild and off the wall it is. Nothing like a concert or anything else that
Yep.
you've seen.
Yeah.
They're all just like
And,
in warehouses and stuff.
that
It's
was
not
another
like
thing that
insanity.
got me
a
into
concert.
Complete
It's- yeah, it's
insanity.
completely
and
different.
But then
Absolutely.
it's
Anything
always
else. But yeah.
punctuated. Like I remember at your guys' show, I like talk about it on stage sometimes. How you guys are like, you would like stop singing the hardest music ever, and then be like, by the way, all of our merch, a lot of the proceeds goes to Briar Patch Little Sheep Baby Farm. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's so many vegans, there's so many like straight edge people, and there is always like even the Crown of Thorns guy was like, don't let people hurt your feelings between a song, and I was like, what's happening?
Dude,
You
Isaac
know?
is one of the funniest characters
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the world.
He's
Like,
He's
great.
insane.
and he's amazing in the documentary.
I went
Dude,
to
the shit he says in the
Oh,
documentary.
in the
is
documentary is
so
great.
hilarious.
There is
It's entertaining.
it's such a quotable thing. It's a great
You should
watch.
get him on this.
It's on
Oh, yeah.
it's on YouTube
Absolutely.
for free if you want
that would
to
be
watch
amazing.
Dude, that'd be
He's-
unreal. I'd love to have Isaac on. We
Mm.
should do it.
He's
Yeah.
got tattoos
Rich,
all
the guy
down
who
his
All
face.
over his face.
tattooed
So-
our incendiary
Oh,
tattoos is
Fry.
boys with him. Rich Fry, yeah.
Yeah, you sent me a pic and I was like, man, I recognize that guy, and I realized who it was. Because Rich is in a band. He's in a hardcore
Yeah, I
band
forget
too.
what band he's in.
I recognize him more from just shows, like seeing
Really?
him around
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, well, dude.
That's so cool though. Yeah, and doesn't he tattoo all those guys?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rich,
that's
Rich
awesome.
said that Isaac hit him up and was like, "Yo, there's these comedians wearing Crown of Thorns shirts."
Oh, that rules.
Yeah, so we got to get him on.
He's
He's so
I'm
fun.
going
You
into
what you
Billy
should.
Joel at Madison Square Garden.
No
Isaac
shit.
and whoever his friends were with, he's wearing this huge fur coat, and I'm with my parents and my brother. We got him tickets to Billy Joel for Christmas, and I'm walking up, and it's just like, oh yeah, I wasn't gonna say hi. It was
Yeah.
with my parents.
Yeah,
Wanted
yeah.
to introduce Danny Diablo to my mom.
That's so.
It's
funny.
like, this is my mom, Linda. She enjoys cleaning and cleaning products.
Oh, I love that.
Wow. Yeah, I went to the Crown of Thorns and I was like, "This is who was it was Trapped on
Trapped Under Ice and Crown of Thorns. Yeah.
and I remember just being like, "This is like this guy." I mean, he first of all the mosh pit he was demanding was amazing. It was like he was creating something that was. It was so like he had like a perfect flow of people would start ripping each other apart and he would like get it to chill and then bring it back up again. But it also was like there were no like 19-year-olds that you see now. You know what I mean? It was just all people like above 30 and it was just like chaos.
People with not enough health insurance to be dancing that hard.
People, yeah, and with like
With
chunks
pain.
of like just missing teeth, gold teeth, like
Yeah.
hard as
Some
fuck.
would say some of them are mentally vexed.
I remember just plastering myself up against the
Crown of Thorns
post
song.
because I was just like, I don't.
Yeah, I guess on stage they are pretty much a really big juggernaut.
The sunglasses are going back on.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
You
No, I love that though, especially those bands.
Tears.
Like
I'll stop.
they're all getting older. We're all getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the crowd that is too. But you see people still bringing it
Yeah.
in good and bad
You-
ways. But it's that alone is entertaining.
But that like
Watching the
fear
crowd
I
and how
had
wild.
going to shows, like that tapped into something inside me when I was younger that I
Yeah.
fucking loved and needed.
I
Me
still have
too.
that. I
I'm
still
right.
have the fear.
Insanity.
just like this uneasiness,
yeah.
but you enjoy
Yes.
it, right? I remember that with concerts too. Like being a kid, like 12 years old, going to see Smashing Pumpkins, but it like I remember it reeking of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why I love cigarettes too.
Yeah.
But going to that, you see all these older people. They're just scary. Like you don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. You're like a kid, and then like there's this like tension that something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
And then hardcore shows were like that.
It
as
was like
well.
that under a magnifying
And-
glass. It was like going to
Yeah.
the foot layer, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck yeah. Okay, this is what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I still
Um,
feel that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But in
But
like
I
a
like
weird
it.
way of like safety as well,
Right,
because everyone else is like, and also you see like when somebody gets injured, like everybody makes
They
sure
pick
they're
'em up.
okay and everything,
Yeah.
Me running
Yeah.
under Ian the other day to her, he going, he has a bad back. He has a bad back. As he's
Crowd
getting
surfing.
out to me.
Crowd
Angel
surfing?
dust.
Not
Yeah.
serving at Angel Dust.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
guys had a kid who came up to
That's
me at
awesome.
your show who was like, "Hey, I just want to say, like, I've been trying to quit weed, and it's really hard for me because all my friends are cool and they smoke weed, and you and Ian think weed is really gay, so I think that's really cool." And it was really sweet. It was adorable.
Yeah, we're seeing like more people at our shows wearing like your guys' gear and like stuff like
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Like
That's
this guy
awesome,
was
man.
front
That's
row of
love
my
it.
show the other night wearing a terror shirt.
Hell
It's like,
yeah.
oh my God. I like in the middle of the set. I was like, I like to do stuff that it's, fun. And I'm always going to have my friends back because we stick tight.
Oh my God, your brain's broken again. We can't let it
Oh
break
my
again.
God.
This will happen. It will break.
Sorry.
So that's so
Sorry.
cool.
I
That's
guess
like
we
the
just got to be
crossover
keepers
rules,
of the
man.
faith. What?
Wait.
Oh, now you're just
Wow.
saying band names. Now you're just
It's a
saying
song title.
No, but you're not integrating it into the conversation. You just literally.
No, we've all got to be
It's just
keepers of
words.
the
We're all
faith.
saying words.
Yeah, but you know what? If
And words
we,
are just shapes.
and
you
we
know?
always got to talk and make noise because silence is a sentence.
Hey.
That's their song.
That's like my favorite song on that record that we never play.
I
Pisses
love
me
that
off.
song.
Oh,
Why don't
wow.
you
Other
play
people
it?
like that
dude,
song other
why
than
don't
me.
you play that
I
song?
don't think people really liked it.
Yeah, we
We
tried it.
tried.
We tried
What
it.
is the biggest one? Family Tree.
We tried.
What, the biggest one live?
Zeitgeist.
I don't know.
Like from
Oh,
I don't
it's
know.
like-
Also living?
I don't know
Yeah.
the names of. We don't know the names of any.
Yeah, I know.
songs.
We just use
We
our
have all
working
of like
titles.
working titles and
I've had people hand me
Fake
back
names?
set lists and be like, "This
Really?
is not your guys' stuff."
Front Toward Enemy. I
Front-
think that's the most played
Front,
one.
oh,
Yeah.
yes.
The third song.
What about the
Primitive-
product is you?
Primitive Rage.
Yeah,
does-
that one does
pretty
well too.
Yeah.
That one does well.
Zeitgeist, you don't fucking.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That we play a lot. You know what? I mean, unfortunately, most of the songs at the front of the record do very well,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
and then most of the songs
Yeah.
at the end
Oh,
don't.
But you
no.
guys
People
on
don't get that work.
Spotify, you do have the thing where your most played songs are your most recent album, which is really great.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's very fortunate.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's a couple
Yeah,
dabbled
that's
in
true
there.
actually, because I guess there's no one still like people aren't just dwelling on your early stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that a lot with hardcore bands where you
That's
go to the
true,
most
actually.
played and it's
Yeah.
like deep in their shit.
Because they
you know
don't
what I mean?
like
Yeah.
the newer stuff that
Right,
comes
right.
out.
But for you guys,
Yeah.
it's Zeitgeist, and then the rest is all the most recent album.
Yeah.
Which is sick.
That
Yeah, it's cool.
rocks.
That's
Yeah.
why, coming out with this new record after all this time is exciting. And we just had the Cost of Living 10-year anniversary, which
Yeah.
is wild. That's
Yeah.
even 10 years. That's actually also cool that you guys got the tattoo when you did.
Yeah.
Because that's like
Oh.
10 years when that was created.
Oh,
That was the record where
That wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the
So,
record where that
that's pretty-
logo
yeah.
came from.
Nice.
The timing was cool.
Yeah, I fucking love that. That's awesome. And how, like, when you did that show, you still didn't tell anyone like we're popping off with a new album.
No,
We were kind of like teasing it. We've been playing some new songs live.
you had played this one at Amityville, right?
I think we played another one.
played a
Another one
different-
that was in the works.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Dude, also the cover art for the
What?
new album is fucking
Pretty
sick,
crazy,
dude.
right?
That
It's
Yeah.
really,
That
really
So
came out
sick.
so well. So
Yeah.
the artist's name is Daniel Danger,
Uh-huh.
and he's done artwork for a ton of like bands.
He does like tour posters
and
for like
stuff.
9 Inch Nails and Primus and
It's-
stuff
yeah,
like that.
dude.
Yeah.
It's wild. So just to have him want to do it,
Yeah.
and he was down with our band. That in and of itself was amazing. And then it came out so well. Like he was like invested in it. He was like telling us like, I'm listening to the record and like drawing it out, and I'm like,
That's
so
awesome.
crazy.
I
That's
love that.
'Cause
awesome.
we
That's
were all
what you
fans
want.
of like his artwork
Yeah.
prior, and when we were recording, Will Putney, he had a bunch of just band posters, like tour posters that the dude did, and
That's
it's
the
so
best.
cool that
Yeah.
that he was down to do it.
Same thing kind of happened with Cantino with Cost of Living,
Yeah,
where he was like an old like Long Island hardcore, New York hardcore guy.
Mhm.
He knew of us, and we hit him up, and he was like excited to work on it. you
Yeah.
know? And now he's
That's
like
so
the homie.
cool.
You know, he's just like
Yeah.
good
I
dude.
was-
yeah, like no business doing stuff
Yeah,
for
he
us.
does- he
but
does-
then we
he
get
does,
so
like-
lucky.
He does
Yeah.
lettering
Having
for
these
like
incredible
Nike
people.
and Sports Illustrated
No
and
shit.
ESPN and Major League Baseball.
Wow.
Oh, that's
stuff like that.
awesome.
And then he was just like, "Yeah, I'll do your record layout.
Yes.
You guys are awesome." He just fucking did it. It's like,
Yeah,
holy
that's
shit.
the best. I mean, that happens in comedy too, where you're like, no way are you willing to do this. You work with the
Yeah.
biggest people, and they're like, yeah, dude, but your guys' podcast keeps me alive. You're like, how is this possible?
Yeah,
How do you
it's-
have time to do this? And
such
they're like, I'll
cool
make
stuff.
time.
Yeah.
I won't jerk off once, and I'll make you a poster. You know what I mean? I got sent like a list. I was like getting into hardcore, and I was like going through the dark times, and I asked my buddy, shout out Josh Wagner, got me into hardcore, amazing comedian, and he sent me a list, and I was like, you guys, I was like, Incendiary, send me more like this, and he was like, you chose the one band that is from New York that is so funny.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So I wonder if there's just like a New York, because there's also in LA. Who's from LA? Is Bad Brains from LA?
No, Bad
They're from
Brains was
DC, New
Washington
York.
DC. Terror's
Yeah.
LA.
Who's-
Terror's LA.
Zabalba.
Is
Although
there like a
isn't
New York?
Vogel from
Vogel's from
Buffalo?
Vogel's from
Buffalo.
Buffalo,
Yeah.
buried alive, but
yeah, yeah.
But most of the dudes in the
he
band
moved
now.
out of Buffalo a while
Mhm.
ago.
Is there like a New York way of hardcore?
Oh, very great question. I think there are some definitive elements to
Yeah, it's
New York
better.
hardcore that you could like listen to a track and be like, "Oh, that's a New York hardcore band,"
Really?
or they're trying to sound like a New York hardcore band.
Mhm.
I think it's a little more like bouncier hip hop in not like rap, but like it definitely has that kind of like
Like a
swagger to
boppy
it.
feel to
You know, it's
it,
like
yeah.
bang, bang, you know, like that kind of, and you just kind of get like that bounce and flow
Yeah.
with it. I think that's what kind of makes it New York hardcore. But it's also like, oh, knock out the teeth of the two people standing next to you. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's that kind of feel to it. I wouldn't really label us New York. I think we're more like Long Island hardcore, which is
Right.
like an even smaller subdivision because
Mhm.
it's like New York hardcore, but with like, I don't know, band kids, you know, like people who like
Mm.
effects pedals.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like I guess well, like VODs.
VOD, Glass
they're like,
Jaw,
they have more
um,
technical stuff going on. But I feel like
I thought VOD was Jersey.
No,
VOD is
Nassau
Long
County.
Island.
Really?
Merrick,
Oh.
516.
Oh.
But I noticed that hardcore just on the East Coast, the Northeast, has a certain like bite grit to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the West, it's like laid back, not in a non-heavy way, but there's like it's slower and heavier
It's,
in a way.
Yeah.
it's looser.
It's like
yeah.
hip hop, like
Yeah.
the way like hip hop
Right.
works.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
Like
Tupac.
Yeah.
West Coast hip hop, it's like very like laid back, like
Yeah,
chill
And
and
New
awesome
York's
in its own
more
way.
like staccato, you know.
New York is like
yeah.
Who's the
people like,
West
are on
Coast
edge
hardcore
and like
band?
antsy.
Yeah.
I feel so.
West
Like-
Coast hardcore band, like
Drain.
yeah.
Oh,
like
perfect
gotcha,
example.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect
Where is
example.
Angel Dust from?
They're from Maryland.
all over.
Baltimore.
But yeah,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Okay,
most part.
okay.
Baltimore.
'Cause they
Trapped
have
Under
almost
Ice,
like a-
Baltimore.
you know,
spacier kind
yeah,
of feel,
yeah.
for sure. But I think that's just
Now
the
it's
style,
all
the style of music
Yeah.
that they're going for.
All the bands
Totally.
now, it's awesome because there's just more of a mix.
And once you
And-
get to a certain age, you start fucking around. You know,
Yeah,
you're like, I
yeah.
want to make this
Yeah,
weird and
yeah,
add
yeah.
certain shit in, and you get the mixing pedals
Yeah,
and all that.
right.
I mean, that's what he was talking. The lead singer of Angel Dust,
Justice
was
yeah,
like
about like post editing,
getting into weird shit.
and stuff. Yeah,
You guys like Zababa?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
They're
Zababa.
they're our friends
mad
from the
good.
West Coast. They
Yeah.
started
Really?
when we did. They're like one of my favorite bands.
oh,
They're
I gotta
super
check them out.
unbelievably heavy.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Oh, really?
I'll send you the record to listen
Nice.
Who
to.
did somebody?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we always,
We just got
we
into
always play with
Kublai
each other
Kai.
over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
similar. Kublai Khan and Zabalba.
Oh, Kublai Khan.
Kublai Khan's like a
And Samurai? Is that what it is? Nope.
Tsunami.
Tsunami.
yeah.
How did you
Tsunami's-
know?
What's that?
How did you know it was Tsunami?
Oh,
I said Samurai, and you're like
Yeah.
Tsunami. I don't
Yeah.
know why I keep calling them Samurai. Tsunami is so fucking good.
they are very good.
But that they have a similar thing with Kublai Khan.
Kublai Khan, similar style, like
What
heavier beat down. It's beat down. It's like
yeah,
just
beat
fight
down
music.
hardcore is like more. I feel like West Coast.
Now it is.
Okay.
Now it
Yes.
is. But the thing, it's without like there's a lot of semantics. But I think like
I love the semantics.
during lockdown, I think when everything came back, like music wise, West Coast hardcore was just like boom out of the gates, so
Mm.
fucking hard, like huge shows, bands blowing up, and like I feel like for the like East Coast couldn't really like keep up initially because
Really?
of stuff. But I think it's kind of more leveled out now. But they came out of the gates like super swing because you had Drain, Gulch, Tsunami, like all these bands from
Right.
like specifically the Bay Area, but California, just like thousands of people like going nuts. And then East Coast, you got like Pain of Truth and what other bands were coming that were East Coast coming up kind of big now. But
Regulate.
Regulate's
and,
Regulate's
I really
been
like
around a bunch, but
Regulate.
they've been
great.
Their new
jumping off a
albums
lot.
are really,
Yeah,
really good.
very
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. I've really gotten into Zulu lately.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
fucking wild.
I've gotten into
They're cool.
Akulu.
Oh, Akulu, yeah.
Akulu's great.
Whatchamacallit, when you guys are like working on albums,
Mhm.
does one person or do you all go, all right, so this part we're gonna need like a like do you
That's awesome.
So yeah,
translate that way?
there are a lot of scat riffs where you're just like boom ba boom 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 ba, like
Yeah.
into phones and stuff.
Actually,
like that.
Brendan, our singer, always
Yeah.
has like a riff or an idea in his head, and he'll scat it to me. Like literally do that, and then I'll start playing it. It always ends up being like some new metal thing,
Yeah.
in a cool way.
Yeah.
Actually, the beginning of Zeitgeist, Brendan just like was like humming.
Is that the beginning?
Yeah.
Of
Like,
that?
yeah.
That's the
dun
beginning.
dun 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 dun?
But
But that happens sometimes. Brendan does that because he doesn't play an instrument.
Yeah.
But then writing wise, all that stuff is rooted in me, Dan, and then our other guitarist, Brian. Just
Yeah.
the three of us. We sit there and it all starts from like guitar riffs.
Yeah, someone will have like a riff
And-
idea.
Yeah, we have an idea
And-
and just hash it out with the drums.
And we
then it
just kind of
grows
just
from
fuck
there.
around and just like, all right, what do you think we should do next? And like, we'll kind of just like all just move on to the next part, like while we're playing sometimes, just like, okay, like I'll just change the way the drums are going,
Yeah.
to like either a breakdown or like a verse or whatever. And then start playing something. I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. And it's a lot of just like guesswork and
Who's writing the lyrics?
Brendan,
Okay,
because
cool.
he's singing them,
Yeah.
know? So we kind of
So
like
it's
leave that
music
to him.
first, then lyrics.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's how it's
Yeah,
gonna go with
usually
the
music.
theme song when you guys do ours.
yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was good.
That's how it goes.
put it back in their
Yeah,
minds.
Yeah.
trying to paint the
Yeah.
picture on our practice sessions.
Oh my god.
Which you
Yeah,
guys
that's
are like
great.
it's kind of close to our practice space. It's
I was
like
gonna say,
nuts.
Yeah,
You are
guys
close
like
to our practice
6 blocks
space.
away.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
It's wild.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Seems like it's pretty easy. So you throw something together.
You know,
Seems like you
maybe
toss
there could
something
be,
together.
Instead of
Start dusting off.
growls, there could be meows.
Oh.
Next Thursday, 8:30, we get a knock on the door. Hey, how's that theme song coming, boys?
Hello, fellas.
We're gonna
Checking
call.
in
It's
on
you.
our
It's you like
investment.
scatting.
So I was thinking of this
What
part,
about
it's a
this part?
boom,
What about
Him just knocking on your door with a cane.
Yeah.
He's just tap dancing outside. You're like, we don't know who he is. We don't know who he is. He's still wearing the suit.
more blood is coming
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
the
more
mouth.
blood.
More blood.
Just shrimp tails hanging out of his pockets.
Sticking like seafood and sweat.
Yeah, you might need to shower here, boy. How are we doing on time?
Let's wrap up.
We have to wrap up, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, this is fucking
Wow.
great.
Yes,
this
Flew by.
was
Thank
amazing.
you
I know.
guys.
Yo, seriously, thank you so much. Like we're This is so sick to be here.
Yeah.
I'm huge
absolutely.
fans of the show,
absolutely.
so it's
Yeah.
crazy. to
Oh,
be
that's
here.
awesome.
Like-
We're huge
like-
fans
really
of
is.
Like I
yours,
said,
man.
Yeah.
I'm also a contractor, not professionally, but I was telling him before I did contractor work with my dad from when I was like 9 years old until I
Same,
was like
dude.
30.
Hell
and
yeah.
so like when I heard you talking about it, like, oh yeah, I could build a house. It's like, I know how to do that stuff too. I know.
It's so
we live like the
crazy.
fucking same life. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's the
Yeah. It
best.
really is. The crossover between the our fans and your fans is so it's like the best thing
love
ever.
it.
The
Yeah, and then you were
13-year-old
like
in me is
praising Hot
freaking
Topic,
out.
and I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, I used to work
I
there when it was
love
cool. That's
Hot
how I
Topic
found out
is
about like a lot of
amazing.
hardcore bands.
Yeah,
Me
totally.
and my friends got kicked out of Hot Topic in 6th grade because Mark Gordon farted.
Hysterical.
Anyway, anything you guys want to plug?
Yeah.
you guys
Well, you can check us out. Incendiary HC is our handle on
Yes.
pretty much mostly
Instagram, Twitter,
everything.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Dan started TikTok
I'm our
for us.
web
Nice.
maven.
Love it.
IncendiaryHC.com.
Well, I don't have a job. Yeah.
Our record comes out May 26th.
And the
Change-
name?
Change the way you think about pain.
I think I will.
You should.
Don't
you.
mind if I do.
Our record release is June 17th in Brooklyn.
Yes, at Monarch.
So yeah,
Yeah, the
come
Brooklyn
hang out.
Monarch.
Come hang out.
Was it Combust,
love the Brooklyn Monarch.
Thornz, and it's bad. I'm just high, so
You won't be there, but I'll be there, right?
I'm not going to be there. I
Uh,
foolishly bought tickets to Bein in Boston.
Cancel it. We're going.
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
I
going.
should.
Yeah.
Go.
I should have gotten tickets for
Both.
fucking Sunday, the 18th.
Well, swap
swap
it.
them out.
Swap
you
'em
guys
out.
change your thing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
right.
you heard it here
Go.
first. We're playing Tied Down Detroit. We're playing that Atlanta show.
Oh yeah, I'm going to
You're going.
that.
You're going- yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
said that.
yeah. Me and Chappelle Lacey.
Oh, it's
gonna
gonna
be
be a
fun,
banger,
man.
man. Come
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah, and I also love those hardlore dudes.
Yeah.
Their
oh
podcast
god.
is
yeah, dude.
great, man.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna be
They're
there.
great.
That'll be really fun, man.
Yeah, those guys
I,
are the homies too.
I cannot thank you guys enough for coming here and hanging out with us. We have loved you guys for so long. You've both been the soundtrack to so many cool things in our lives. and
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
cool to have you guys here and have you dig our stuff and we dig yours. And thank
Yeah.
you.
No, likewise. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So cool. I'm gonna wake
This
up
rules.
tomorrow and be like, no fucking way, dude.
Stop it. Pshaw.
Yeah, do check out their new album. They fucking rip. They're the best. It's crazy. They're
Yeah.
gonna you guys are gonna be on my top Spotify, whatever the fuck, I'm sure of it.
Yes.
And I'll be too embarrassed to post it. You know
I'll
what I mean?
post it. I have nothing, no shame. IanFinance.com for my live dates. Holy fuck. Chicago Zanies, Nashville Zanies, Comedy on State. I'm coming all over your face. No, I'm not. April 12th, Philly Helium, Austin, Moon Tower, JFL, live Bein with Jordan. It's going to be fun. We're going all over. We're doing some fun shit.
What's JFL?
It's a Moon Tower Just for Laughs festival.
It's both? It's a crossover? Oh
You didn't
wow.
know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Where is it?
We're not the
Where
only
are we
ones
going?
doing crossovers, bitch. Austin, Moon Tower.
Oh yeah. I'll be there.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna queef because you put the thing up to your pussy.
Can you imagine?
That'd
That'd
be-
be incredible. That'd be
For
incredible.
next time.
For next time.